you know, I know you're fanning and everything. So all speakers, please realize you have no more than 3 minutes. Malik, now we're going to talk a little bit about the black press. Malik.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Malik Washington with the San Francisco Bayview National Black newspaper. I want to let you know that the San Francisco Bayview National Black newspaper is the newspaper for this black community in San Francisco. We are dedicated to amplifying the voices and the struggles of black people in this city, and we want you to come to us when you see an injustice, when you see a harm. I want you to know that this platform is your platform. I want to thank Felicia Jones for inviting me here today. I am in strong support and in solidarity with the wealth and disparities in the black community. It's turning into a movement. We have been degraded, dehumanized, mistreated, and abused, and this has been exacerbated by the COVID pandemic. Yeah. Before I go, I would be remiss. We've talked about strong black women. Well, I'm going to talk about a strong black woman today, and I'm going to introduce you to the new editor of the San Francisco Bayview National Black newspaper. She is my comrade, my friend, and my partner, Nube Brown. Nube Brown, raise your hand, Nube. There's some strong black women here, and we want to honor our sisters, and I stand behind her 100%. I stand behind the city. My name is Malik Washington. Thank you, sisters and brothers. Thank you, Felicia, for giving me the opportunity.
All right. We next have up Mother Brown, Gwendolyn Westbrook. You know, she's been in the trenches a long time with no money, feeding the homeless in Bayview. Come on up here, sister. 3 minutes. 3 minutes, sister. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, and this is a wonderful day for Juneteenth, and with the president signing Juneteenth as a national holiday. This is a holiday I've been celebrating with my staff. We always get it off. We don't take Columbus Day or any of that. We switched it out for Juneteenth. I'm here to talk about homelessness in our community. It's rampant and it's crazy. It's people who have been in San Francisco all their lives are now out on the streets living, and it has to stop. I don't even want to get into the people that are starving in this community. We're delivering groceries 2 days a week throughout Bayview, Hunters Point, and believe me, the need is large and wide. I wish we could do more. I really wish we could do more. It hurts my heart to know everything that I have been through trying to uplift our community, getting rid of houses, because I always felt like I was one person. This is a community that needed our help. I could find something. I had to help them and you. I am just so overwhelmed with all the disparities that we go through, the lack of funding that we have projected. The pandemic put a whole new atmosphere on everything. People coming to Mother Brown's eating. At one point, we had over 1,500 people a day lined up to get food. It's ridiculous. San Francisco is a rich community. I'm born and raised right here, went through the San Francisco public schools, and I'm 66 years old. So I know what we have been through in this city, and it has to stop. We have to get our seniors housed. We have to get the kids in those RVs in housing where they can grow and become productive. That's what we're about, nothing but love. I love this city as mean as it has been to us. I still love San Francisco.
Love you, Gwen.
Thank you. I love you guys too. Whatever it takes, as long as we stand together, we'll be all right. We have to come together in unity. One more thing I wanted to say about these brothers running around here with these guns. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Take your ass into the military where you can learn how to shoot a gun right. Come bunch of bullshit for our community. I don't buy into it. Abstinent is the way, the only way. And that's the way that we need to stay strong with. We don't need harm reduction. I don't even know where they came up with harm reduction. People get high and destroy property and everything else. Where's the harm reduction? All of us have to fight for our community. We know what's right. Let's work together to make it a reality. Thank you.
Rude, bro? Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So, you know, for those of you who don't know, my full-time job is with San Francisco Sheriff's Department, right? And man, they treat me bad. But y'all gonna hear about that a little later. They treat me real bad.
Me too.
But the thing of it is this. Hello? The thing of it is this, because you guys got to know what's going on, you know, in all parts of our lives. That these jails and these programs that they have inside our jails, they're not culturally appropriate, sensitive, or specific to the needs of black men. And our black men, black folks are like 53% of the jail population here in San Francisco. We represent 3 to 4%, but we're over 53% of our jails. And one of the programs that I started years ago, is Discovering Your True Self. Excuse me, you guys. Excuse me. Because this is important. You talking about you want people to put down guns and stuff. But when they come into the jailhouse, they need to have culturally appropriate, sensitive, and specific programs to help them put the guns down, to help them to discover their true self, their authentic self. And so we've been doing that for a number of years. Ramon Banks. Ramon, where are you? Ramon? Dre, are you around? Dre, Ramon? Okay, we're moving on. Excuse me, everyone. If you can hear me, raise your hand. If you can hear me, raise your hand. My sis is trying to give out some important information. If you're gonna have side conversation, can you please cross the street? Thank you. Okay, and so Ramon, where are you? So we're gonna bring up Dre. You have 3 minutes because Dre can talk and talk about the need of. Okay. He came up and whispered in my ear. I'm always calling him the wrong thing. In fact, I don't even call him by his first name. All my brothers are called by their last name, Mr. Banks. All my brothers are called by their last name. So no wonder I don't know what his first name is and messing it up all the time. But anyway, here's Mr. Banks. He's a participant in Discovering Your True Self.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to start started by first and foremost, my name is Roman Banks, and I've been a member of Discovering Your True Self for about 5 months now, and this program has helped me extremely into growing into the young man I am today. I was referred to this program by a DYTS alumni, and Miss Felicia Jones hasn't done nothing less than stirring me onto the right path. Since my first meeting with Miss Felicia, she let me know from the jump that she does not play games, and this program must be taken seriously or this isn't the right program for me. Since then, she's used her numerous connections to help me get into working programs to get a job, community service programs, and also mentorship programs. Before this program, I was running into trouble, surrounding myself with the wrong crowd, and smoking weed every day. Within these last 5 months, I've been staying out of trouble, completed the City Build construction program, been getting selected for jobs, and kicked my marijuana habit. I want to thank Miss Felicia for staying on me to make sure I'm staying mentally focused on the bigger picture, and I can confidently say that this program has helped me realize the value of my freedom and done exactly what it said it would, which is discover my true self. Thank you.
Power to the people. Mr. Banks. Okay, come on up here, Dre Dre.
Power to the people. All right. So I'm gonna keep this real quick. Yes, ma'am. It'll be 3 minutes. So I'm gonna start off with a quote by my sorority sister. During their Hurston. If you are silent about your pain, they would kill you and say you enjoyed it. Catalyst slaves involve an enslaved person catalyst slaves is an enslaved person who is owned forever and whose children and children's children automatically enslaved. Catalyst slaves are individuals treated as complete property and bought and sold. Mass incarceration was first introduced to America through catalyst slavery. Our people were sold, raped, ripped away from their families, and murdered. Children were even taken away from their parents. Many slave masters refused to tell citizens they were free after the 13th Amendment abolished slavery. After slavery, many white Americans purposely designed laws to prevent black people from advancing in America out of fear of competition. These laws stripped fathers from homes, murdered many men and women, destroyed families, and stole black wealth and health. Today, African Americans are incarcerated in state prison across the country at more than 5 times the rate of whites and at least 10 times the rate in 5 states. Who are the people that keep incarcerating black people? I can tell you. They are the grandsons of the same masters that enslaved our grandparents. Prince George County, Maryland has a black population of 61.3%. but their police force has 3 times more white officers than black. Detroit, Michigan is 80% black, yet their police force struggle to maintain 50% of black officers. I call this foul play. I noticed a pattern in catalyst slaves just in the form of policing. They're continuing to enslave our people. I suggest that we demand that officers live in our communities, that they protect and serve. This allows the community to hold officer accountable for their actions. Think about it. Imagine a community where the police officer patrolling your streets, going to church with you, shopping at the same grocery store as you, and know your children by their first name. There are only 3 professional careers that can legally kill: doctors, judge, and police officers. Out of all these professions, police are paid the least and require the least amount of education. By demanding and increasing their salary and requiring at least a bachelor's degree will decrease crime in our cities. Think about this. You won't want someone off the streets with no education to perform open heart surgery on you. So why wouldn't you want someone to protect and serve your community with no? Why would you want someone to protect and serve your community with no education? As citizens, it's our duty to hold our leaders accountable across America. We see data in Comstat that doesn't reflect the manpower that is in our the manpower that is our duty in our neighborhoods. In urban cities, they put more police stations and police officers downtown rather than in neighborhoods which pay taxes. This cannot continue to happen. Let's attend our COMSTAT meetings and demand police chiefs to display real community policing, officers living in community, engaged in communities, and keeping our tax money in our communities, which could prevent mass incarceration and keep our men and women out of prison. So if y'all see me out in the community, if y'all see me at these grocery stores getting signatures, I'm attempting to try to get signatures so we can put it on the ballot that demand officers to live inside of our communities. They shouldn't be going home after they kill a black man or black woman in the community. Thank y'all.